It's Fast and Furious breaking prophecy news. 2 minutes of top Bible targets today, November 22nd, 2016, Tuesday. President-elect Donald Trump says he'll withdraw the United States from the TPP trade deal his very first day in office. Trump said his agenda is to put America first. And instead of the controversial trade agreement, Trump said he'll negotiate a bilateral trade deal to, quote, bring jobs in industry back to American shores. In other news, Americans going to Europe for the holidays are warned about possible terror attacks. The State Department alerted U.S. citizens to exercise caution at festivals, public events, and outdoor markets, citing credible information that ISIS and Al-Qaeda are plotting attacks in Europe with a focus on upcoming holidays. Meanwhile, police broke up a terror ring plotting an attack in France, arresting 7 suspects over the weekend. And right here in the U.S., a Brooklyn Uber driver and Yemeni citizen is under arrest for plotting to blow up Times Square. Federal authorities say Mohammed Rafiq Naji supported ISIS and told an informant he hoped to carry out a garbage truck attack like the one in France last July that killed 86 people. At the Dakota Access Pipeline, the conflict between Native Americans and authority is growing more violent. Authorities used mace, rubber bullets, concussion grenades, and water cannons on 400 protesters. Water cannons in the 23-degree overnight temperatures where winter has already set in. Local Native Americans and activists from across the nation traveled to Standing Rock to try and block a planned $3.7 billion oil pipeline because the project could destroy sacred lands, but attempts to block construction have been unsuccessful. And in world news, Russian President Putin moves missiles in a new threat to Europe. According to the Times UK reports that Putin is threatening countermeasures against NATO expansion. Moscow will station the nuclear-capable missiles between NATO states of Poland and Lithuania, a retaliation for military buildup by the alliance in Eastern Europe. And finally, the BBC reporting the city of Bloomington, Indiana, has renamed Good Friday to be Spring Holiday. It says the reason is to be more inclusive. It also renamed Columbus Day as Fall Holiday. In the name of being inclusive, we exclude God, Christians, and the history upon which this nation was founded. And as we continue to take God out of the country, we will no longer be one nation under God, indivisible, and therefore divisible. Christians, family of God, please continue to pray for our nation and all those around the world. Bottom line, keep your eyes on the prize, Jesus returning in the skies.